Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? My name is Obule Godwin, aka Niger Truck. In case you are coming across the channel for the first time, if you are our members here before, welcome back. So, it has been a while I made a video like this. So, today I'm going to be talking about things you shouldn't do to a diesel engine. In case you have known all these things before, I'm urging you to take it more serious because this will help your engine to last longer than expected. So before we continue, I would like you to subscribe to this channel, like, share our video, drop your comments, any suggestion you think, drop it in the comment section. I'm going to make a video or answer you verbally. So number one, after a long park or just wake up in the morning, you want to hit the road, let your truck steam at least 5 minutes before hitting the road. This enables your truck engine to circulate oil properly throughout the shafts because friction happens inside the engine. Without proper lubrication, your engine is going to have problem. So make sure you allow your truck steam at least 5 minutes before hitting the road. It will help your truck. I'm telling you, this is no joke. In case you have been doing this but you are not quite aware of what you're doing, I'm urging you to take it more serious. So number two is about temperature gauge. Most people don't put their eyes on the temperature gauge, so they just drive. I didn't ask you to focus more on the temperature gauge, but at least every 1 minute, look at your temperature gauge to know the temperature of your truck, because most people don't look at the temperature gauge unless the truck's alarm start blinking about temperature rising before they would be able to look for where to park, which is already too late. The truck is already heated, which might have damaged some of the things in the truck before the alarm started blinking. So the best thing is put an eye there. Once you discover that the temperature is rising, look for where to park before the alarm starts blinking. This will help the trucks to protect the top gasket, because if the top gasket got burned, there will be a mixture of oil and water, and when this happens, the engine is gone. No matter how you are going to ring the engine, you must be doing that often time because the deed was done. So number three is the radiator checking and wash. So most of the things that causes overheating most time is the radiator. When the radiator is blocked, when there is too much dirt in the radiator, this will cause overheating. And what causes radiator dirt? Most people don't check the water they use on their radiator. The only water allowed to be used on your radiator is purified water, but people just scoop water on the roadside and put it on in the radiator, and this causes a lot of harm to your radiator and to the engine too, because through the radiator is supplying water to the engine, and when you scoop water on the roadside, there might be hydrochloric acid contained in the water you scoop, and when you put a water that contains hydrochloric acid in your radiator, this will cause rusting. And when rusting happens in the engine, there will be particle of metal which will go and block most of the places supplying water to the engine. This will cause overheating to your engine. Number three is your diesel tank. Make proper checks when buying diesel and don't buy a bad diesel. And in case you are working with company, like some of us are working with company where we don't buy diesel, the company supplies the diesel you use in your tank. There is not anything you can really do there. So the only thing you can do is just to make proper checks of your tank, to check your tank every time to make sure there is no dirt in your tank, and if there is any, wash it properly. Number four is your gearbox surrounding board. This will cause a lot of confusion because when the surrounding bolt is not properly tightened, it gives signal to the alarm, from the alarm to temperature gauge, and this will give you confusion. Most of the time you put money in the place where it's supposed not to be. You start working on the radiator thinking the radiator is the one causing overheating, without knowing that your gearbox is the one causing the overheating. So last but not the least, but before that, I want you to still subscribe. If you have not done that, subscribe to my channel, please. So like I said, last but not the least is the almighty oil gauge checking. After a long pack or in the morning, I want you to remove your oil gauge, check it properly to make sure that the oil is in the normal gauge. If the oil is reduced, make sure you top it and make proper checks why the oil is going down every morning, so that you wouldn't be putting money every day on the oil addition. So before you hit the road, after oil checks and you notice that oil must have reduced, make sure you put oil in your diesel engine. Don't procrastinate. Don't say you're going to do that tomorrow. Don't say you're going to do it after a pack. Do it immediately before hitting the road. Even before starting the truck. It's supposed to be the first thing I would say, but so far you're watching the video from A to Z. Do this first before starting your truck. So that's all I have on this episode. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. It is a kind of encouragement to us while we stay here and dish all the tips you need about trucking. Thanks. Bye-bye.